Hi, Tiger. How are you?
Hi. Good, Sid. How are you?
Great. It's finally my honor to finally talk to you. It's always been on my mind of notes. So, my first question to you is, how was your year 2020 considering the pandemic?
Well, I think probably bittersweet, as a lot of people would say. I mean, we definitely all had plans that were not what we expected how they would pan out. But because of all of the things that happened, it really forced a lot of people to have um, new kind of insight into how they still wanted to achieve those same goals in different ways. And so that's what a lot of people that were at Uptrend University, my staff, my students, we kind of chose to look at 2020 as a gift just from God that would allow us to have this new kind of view on life. And so I think that we've done really great things in 2020 despite all of the challenges.
Hmm. Okay. Out of curiosity, how did you get into Uptrend? Like, were you introduced or did you like stumble across it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, I just in our little previous conversation, I was telling you that I first went to Steam It and then I went to
Okay.
Hive briefly.
Okay.
And then after that, I decided I think I need a break because a lot
Mm,
of things that were happening with Steam It and Hive were really kind of draining to my soul. And social media should be fun, you know? And
mm,
so there was a space of time that went on where I just wasn't on anything. I was
mm.
a mom and a wife and homeschooling my
Oh.
kids. And then Marianne West, she and I found Uptrend together around the same time. We're really good friends from Steam It. We've met in real life and we've done some really cool things together. And so we joined right around the same time. And I found her, she found me. And, you know, within just a few months, we brought all of the energy that we had from Steam It and Hive and everything that we had learned to Uptrend and really started to kind of, I don't know, I think make some waves, have some fun with people, change maybe a little bit of the dynamics there, have a lot more contests and really focus on engagement. So yeah, it's been a really good year at Uptrend. I know that a lot of people are discouraged right now because the token is down, numbers are down. But for
Mm,
me, I think this is a time
mm.
where we are able to really start inviting more people who are here for the right reasons, which is engagement, writing, and great communication. So, yeah.
Your thoughts on downvotes? Do you feel the value of a downvote should be, for example, half the value of an upvote, like like 2 points upvote and 1 point downvote? Like, what's your thoughts?
You, I wanted to talk about this one. I think a lot of people know me as very strong on this. For a while, people actually were even kind of distancing themselves from me because I was so strong when it came to the downvote. But here's what I'll say first. A few months ago, I think one of the guardians, Navi, one of our beloved Navi guardian, he had told everybody about like noise cache and read cache. And at that time, I think our spam level was really, really high. Well, when he started telling people that that was like a great place to go, I feel like there was a mass exodus of all of our spammers and they went also to Swurge and they just destroyed it. I mean, Swurge is doing poorly from what I hear. I never even got a chance to get over and check it out because so many people told me don't go there. And same thing, I'm starting to hear that noise.cache is also starting to get inundated and ruined. And so for me, I feel like when you have something that you really value, and we're all working so very hard to put our best work out there and really take the time to engage with one another, why would we allow spammers to just kind of get away with like, oh, a slap on the wrist? I feel like
Mm,
if we really want to protect something that's important to us, then our downvote has to mean something. And when
mm,
we first started downvoting, a lot of people in Uptrend University felt very strongly that we needed to go after spammers. And when
mm.
we did that, a lot of the community complained. But you know who was complaining? the spammers. I mean, the people who were, true trendians weren't complaining but they were afraid to speak out because the spammers were so large in number and they could fight back so hard. So I'm just of the mind that if we want to protect something, then we need to actually have some force behind what we're doing. And I think that, yes, the numbers are down now, but a lot of those numbers were spammers that just left. And now, like I said before, we have this opportunity where we can start inviting people back in that have the right mentality and start kind of building Uptrend back to, a place where you actually enjoy talking to people. You don't have to go write your heart out and then have, half the comments, good post, nice comment, it's silly, So, yeah. And I think my posts, some people are still complaining that, all my posts have all this, spam still on it. Come to my posts and you will not see any spam there because people know that I stand for, downvoting. And if you come to my post with spam, you're going to get chased out of there, not just by me, but by all of my commenters that also value, quality engagement. So I think that worked. I think it was a really, instead of people taking the negative aspect and saying, oh, look, we're hurting people. We're not hurting. We're hurting spammers, and spammers need to go. So I feel like downvotes, if they could be more power, I would really like them.
Like when you mean more power, like do you mean like how you get like a power upvote kind of scenario?
Yeah, I would, I've also thought about this in the past thinking, I've been on other platforms where they allow you to take some of your own like money that you have banked and give people extra tips. I don't think that it should be free to downvote somebody, stronger, or free to downvote somebody or upvote somebody stronger. I think if it costs you to upvote somebody stronger or upvote somebody or downvote somebody stronger, then you're going to be very careful with how you spend that. But I think that if I had the opportunity to like pay a little more to give a stronger downvote or a stronger upvote, I would do it. I would definitely do it.
Wow. Okay. What are your expectations of Uptrend going forward?
Well, it's hard right now because there's a lot of silence, and I don't have a problem with silence. A lot of times people have a problem with me when I'm about to reveal, a new project. They're like, tell us more, tell us more. And I'm always like, let me show you rather than tell you, because a lot of times people will start hyping something way too early. And, we live in a society where people want instant gratification, and if they don't have that instant gratification, they get frustrated, they start complaining, they start ruining the morale. So I'm kind of the mindset where a little hype is good. And as you get closer, building the hype, but it's okay to be silent. Having said that, a lot of, in Uptrend right now, there's a lot of silence, which is leading to a lot of speculation. I'm choosing to just have this mindset. I can only control what happens in my own little world, which is Uptrend University. Yes. So, and my own, personal blog, any contest that I would throw. So what I feel is if we're all focused on kind of being our own leaders of Uptrend, instead of waiting for leaders to tell us how to react, if we decide to have a little bit more ownership in Uptrend, and we want to, say, this is what I'm bringing. This is what I'm bringing. We don't have to wait for, the leadership. The leadership is working, and they're working hard. And I know that because I'm talking to some of them. But we can trust that they're doing their job. And in this silence, we can still be bringing our gifts to the table. I think two people are waiting for, the great savior of Uptrend instead of realizing we can each be bringing a little bit more to lift the spirits and morale.
What are your plans for this year and beyond?
well, several of them that are public. Of course, we have UPTREND University, and every 6 weeks or so, we take in a new class. There's 7 sessions from beginning to end, and so we are just about to have our first students graduating from the entire course. So they're going into their doctorate program this session, and they're doing fabulous, fabulous work. So that's always something that's going on. We have the 1 up to 600, where I'm kind of encouraging people to buy and hold 1 up. And that's, of course, not financial advice or anything. It's just kind of, hey, if you want to have faith with me and hope that, UPTREND is going somewhere and 1 up is going somewhere, let's try to do this. And then we have the children's contest. And then we have 2 kind of bigger projects that we're in the works doing right now that I will definitely hold off and not say right now. That's where silence has to come in.
Okay. All I got to say is thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It's a very, very big honor for me to be interviewed by you. So thank you so much for doing that.